At one time, Lake Massapoag had 12 streams flowing into it. Now there is only one. In the springtime, there are a few more, but they dry up very quickly. Over the past 10 years, Sharon has averaged over 56 inches of rain per year, so our loss of streams and wetlands cannot be attributed to lack of rainfall. The water table in Sharon is dropping because the water is flowing from the Great Cedar Swamp to the lake and out to other aquifers that spread out and away from the lake, therefore lowering the water table. As the water table drops, the cedars die off, and when a cedar tree dies, it is replaced by invading trees whose shade can easily stifle growth and regeneration of the light-loving cedar trees. Water levels in the swamp are extremely critical, since the roots of the cedar trees themselves must be submerged for certain durations of time or the trees will die. The bottom line is that Lake Massapoag is the greatest natural resource that we have in Sharon. It's a wonderful place. But if we don't pay attention to it, it might end up one day in the future a bog or a marshland that's unusable, where kids will not be able to come down and find crayfish, where kids will not be able to walk the tributaries for the white suckers and snapping turtles, where families won't be able to come down and enjoy the sunshine on the great beaches. Without the help of the Lake Management Committee, the Conservation Committee, the Finance Committee, none of this would be possible. I really would like to thank those committees for all the work they've done and for the foresight that they've shown in keeping this lake one of the greatest lakes in Massachusetts. Chuck Bell, the director of the New England Fish and Game. Now here's a guy who knows his lakes in New England. Calls Lake Massapoag one of the jewels of the state of Massachusetts. Now that's an important statement coming from someone who really knows lakes. Last year, the town of Sharon made a decision to purchase this great piece of land over at Horizons for Youth in this stretch of beach right here. This particular stretch of beach is the last undeveloped spot on Lake Massapoag. Maybe when we contemplate what we want to do in the future with this land and Horizons for Youth, maybe the right decision is just to leave it alone. Leave it just like it is and keep this spot and these trees and these plants and these animals intact for the future of our children. Thanks very much for watching the video. I hope you learned something, because I sure did. I'll see you next time on Outdoors with Rick Ripley. If anyone has an interesting question about nature or wildlife that they want answered, send it to me, and I will pick one to read on the air at the end of my next show. Please send your question or comments to ripleyoutdoors@comcast.net. Now get outside and enjoy the woods.